I never had this. Yeah, nice saves, nice behavior. Yeah. It's all the just cameras.
And you over here, I don't like here, then currently you just
Yeah. Yeah, you just smell it's already been cleaned. It's heat on it, and that's why it's hot. Yeah, I don't eat on this one. It's probably shirt dirty.
Yes.
It's usually about
Yeah, we usually are. Look, I don't know why today they started. Like that, you can see this today. All the value that we put in, we will. Your thumbs are off again.
Yeah, I did. Yes, fingers. Organization tactics. Renovation tactics. Maybe you said stack has to be in its place. I have any. Yeah. It's raining.
Alright, there was some bad stuff over here. Mike's got to just take a few hits here. Got something over here? No. Just had an interest. I always find like a campfire, maybe. I call it a campfire. I know it's not that to death, but it is what it is. I don't know what's the big kind of building on me, but. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Is that an ant crawling around here? I hope it's not. Oh. Run and brace your joints. Tai Chi, build them back. After 15. One thing I wanted to check out, right? I haven't, let's see. Get on all that. I want to change the wonders, because I like these two. Now the other one, I thought when I was, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking about like if I want to have that and try to like maybe like cure myself of whatever that rock was I had. Alright, I think that's good. Yeah. Let me just make sure I don't have anything. I don't know if like having this extra stuff. I don't know. Oh, I found a bow by the way. Did I show you? Circuit bow. I'm not sure where I got that from. I think I'll put it out on alright, let's see.
I need to acquire the.
Oh, this race is pretty cool. So he can walk on death and play the food. Oh, you apparently you can. Where's that? Let me show you. Alright, switch. This is like simple view. You go do. There's no way you go by like do it on your inventory and stuff like that. Alright, let's see what we have here. Oh, what's it called? Ruin? Okay, to defeat an enemy. I wonder how much more. 5%. They didn't work for this. Okay, next time I farm any enemies, I'll put this on. But for right now, I'd rather have my jump attack or charge attack. Kind of feel this. I don't the jump attack. That's not the jump I feel like. I really just start doing this. Alright, where's we're going? Here we go. That's like a hand. Is it a hand? I think it is. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, buddy. Yo, I could get this back. God, freaky. Oh my god. It's a little thing. Hold on. Right. Back up. This is so weird. Look at those nails. Alright. Previous 15 complicated so far. I can't even get outside here. I can't even get it. I'm gonna have to rack the phone and learn the spider blood. Oh my god. So freaky. There we go. I like those enemies at all. Oh wow, look at the stones, okay. Now that looks like I've heard that a little bit, not gonna lie. That's 100% not gonna be the last time we see those enemies. Yeah, that is scary. If I never do the enemies again, I will be so thrilled. Because just the sheer sight of the way they were moving was freaking me out a little bit. And I have slow weapons. Right when I said that, oh god. That's right when I said that, I got it. They just jumped on me. There's another little stuff. All this stuff is right there. Look at that. Sneaking around. There's a small here too. Yo, this place sucks. I hate this area already. I can't even use my horse. Yo, this is the critical path area. And it has to be, we're actually heading to the front door. I don't like this at all. I'm getting like, I don't know. This type of enemy is scary. Even though it's not like with a spider, you know what I mean? Look at that thing. I heard it. There's no one there. Got to escape the middle. Gotta avoid all. There's a door right here, alright. Alright, it might be jumped here. There's all those. Oh. You know what? Gonna hop down.
Sandra wants some figure. Yeah, he need to back up.
Pay that much. That time of the game? That's that. For now. This is how I play this area. It's always a skill thing. You know, hop down on this. Look at that thing. Look at that here. I would check the map things before the right direction, but let's go. Oh no. Alright. The other thing, I forgot how fast we are. I'm getting out of here. It's all coming in.
Bad contract, man.
I'm assuming this is a critical path. No.
Precision technology helps them to get more confidence.
Here's what I thought about doing, right? We're coming up in here. I really want to go down here. I wanted to see, because this area has been there the entire time and I haven't had a chance to really, like, check it out. I always go back upstairs, you know. So that should be another resting spot here. Like, no, here we go. Okay. Hey, this means I skip that intro every time. Now we can spawn back all we want. I don't care.
Had so many goals. Okay. I need to give that to somebody then.
I'll do it later on, though. I don't really give that much. So it's about 4, okay. What I like about this game also is like you start to you always lose like the room and the phone.
How can we over the cap? For real.
You know, imagine if you lost your weapon. Oh, that would suck so much.
Well, I can't make trailer fade and shit in the cap space.
If a giant hand lands on me, I'll put it on his stall right down. Okay. Okay, I'll fight y'all all day. Y'all giving me no fear. Y'all are fast, you don't have a ring. Y'all have to stand on a ring or something. What's it all about? Here, gonna get me all of it. We'll look around a bit. It's like I was talking to I'm kind of sticking to whatever path I just discovered. I don't want to stay in the critical path because this game it has one, but I also don't want to just only do that. But then I would have not had so many cool videos up to this point. And so far, hey, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm not having more to TDK on my fucking fourth line. Oh shit. Oh my god. Okay, this changes things. Reasonable glory. Someone takes the mirrors like I bring him back.
I wanted to keep my flat. What the fuck do I know?
Well, they extended Anderson, but they didn't extend it tough, and that's funny.
Go to flat. I think it's keep fun. Probably like a little bit track. Go big track. I like, you know, I might have some more this one. If I just keep doing the roll. There we go. Okay. I refuse. Okay, buddy. Well, I'll go take that. I'll accept there's something on the stairs. I'll just keep going and hope that I find another resting spot. We're going down this thing. Going up. Either way, yeah.
Yeah, alright, our top 9 is for now anyway. Might not even last.
I know what I realized. I ran into the boss in that little area where I'm taking all the damage at the beginning of the video. I ran into him so quickly, I don't even. You know, I didn't even look at him. I ran up and said, "How much do I know? You don't even." Okay. One of the turn out some of these other ones, but I'm not really just. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever spec into like a lot of this stuff. I think the only time I've used anything was maybe the flame sling. I used it a few times and it didn't do much damage. Ready? I'm sure if I spec into that stuff, it'd do a lot. But I'm gonna spec into this stuff, you know. I'll fight the wolves. You know what? Every time I see a white wolf or a gray wolf versus like a brown wolf, I always think about not Sesame Street, but Altered Beast. Altered Beast. For some reason, I'm that game that power. Oh, but I used to play that this game ring all the time. Oh, right now I need to see the level up. What you get? 300. That's it. All right, let me see how many things I have right now. I have to. Let's go one more. More. Let's go. Like that. Okay,
Oh, foreigners. Oh, damn. Okay, interesting.
Very quiet.
What is a trade partner? Who'd be a trade partner?
Gonna make me suffer. So let me get this last thing going on. I'm using the sacred tears as well, but yeah, 3. There we go. Added. I don't have any of these. No speed. Yep. All right. I'll speed. Hey, well, that's good. If I ever really, here's my goal, right? If I ever really need to use my, now I love doing that ability over one, like this right here. I will do this every fight if I can. That is 15. The problem is, I'll be having 13 is fine. I just don't think I'll ever spec into that. I'm just rest again. Kind of set. It's working, but rest of using more of those flats, you know that? I don't think you want to help anyways. If you like a 9 to 1, 8 to 1. Maybe if I get over 10, I'll do like 10 to 2 or something like that. But but it's still like it makes determined how the game's going to be. You take more games. I don't know about the last few years. I'm going to exactly. You kind of sneak around. You don't see it. I was just like more stuff than that. I'm assuming this is the boss. Let me go in there. Let's go check out whatever this is. Or not. Yeah, I can pick that. Go. Let's see. There we go. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, okay. I had a problem thinking like, hey, it's almost breaking the wall, but you dared it on Twitter. Hey, stop it. I think it's more so not just fun in this game. I really enjoy it. I've been just telling them. Here we are. Let's see what it's like if I pass that thing and it's down there. Jump back is so good. Alright, hold on. Meeting photo game. What a big, I kind of felt floating, but it's also a whole exploded. Don't mind me. Look at the armor. Very interesting. Oh no. Just wake up. Oh my god. He's up there. Stop him. I was never really tasty, but maybe it's all the way. Hold on. Got something right here. Looks back to you, right? Alright, here goes whatever this is. It's in the boss area. It's 100% the boss area. Oh wait, no, there's the little fog door right there. Oh my god. Oh, random fight ever. Much different damage I do, but I can't. Pop this.
The Canucks were shopping Kiefer Sherwood, and now they're trying to keep him. That contradiction matters, and let's get into it here. So, by now, you've probably already seen all the Kiefer Sherwood trade speculation. And look, by the time this video is uploaded, maybe the guy's already traded. Maybe he's already on his way out of Vancouver. But Kiefer Sherwood is a Canucks forward whose contract expires at the end of this season. And because of the fact that he's making $1.5 million, because of the fact that he is on pace for 30-plus goals on the year, because of the fact that he set the NHL record for hits in a season last year, and because of his insane work ethic, Kiefer Sherwood has been a top commodity on the NHL trade market. We made a bunch of videos going over all the teams that are interested in this guy. From Boston to New York to Tampa Bay, supposedly, Dallas, Montreal. Lots of teams are dipping their toes in the water, and lots of teams are apparently driving the price upward.
What's next, Chris? Or here's the funny choice. Don't stop until you have everything.
But yesterday, during the Continental Canada, Maple Leafs and Islanders broadcast, on the Saturday headline segment of the show, you had Elliot Friedman go out there and say this, that the Vancouver Canucks have made a new contract offer to keep Kiefer Sherwood. He mentioned that there's still a sizable gap between both sides, but they have talked about an extension. This contradicts everything that we heard about the Vancouver Canucks heading into the post-Quinn Hughes trade era. All the insider information from guys like Thomas Drance and others saying that the Canucks are interested in trading away their pending UFAs, in trading away all the assets that can be seen as rentals for other teams, so that the Canucks could capitalize on Sherwood's exploding value this season and get themselves another pushing into the direction of trading these players away. They want to retool with a little bit of a hybrid form. Not necessarily go a full-on rebuild route, even though they did say they want to rebuild multiple times after Quinn Hughes got traded. It's almost like the messaging from Vancouver changes depending on when you talk to these guys. But for a few weeks, it was Kiefer Sherwood, Kiefer Sherwood, Kiefer Sherwood. He's going to get traded, he's going to get moved for a first, he's going to get moved for a really nice prospect and some seconds or whatever. There was always this conversation on what the Vancouver Canucks could get. And Canucks fans were salivating because outside of Quinn Hughes, Kiefer Sherwood is the most valuable and most likely to be traded asset on the team right now. This is where the update comes in, that apparently Vancouver is trying to re-sign Sherwood instead. They've made an offer to try to keep him, and that there's a gap between both sides. You have a lot of Canucks fans responding to this discourse saying, wow, look at that. The Vancouver Canucks are going down the same path. They are making the same mistakes, quote unquote. Their refusal to enter and rebuild, their refusal to ship away valuable assets for draft capital and prospects, and their over-admittance of trying to stay competitive despite their poor results and their lack of upfront top-end talent. We saw too many Canucks fans freaking out about this. But is this more philosophical inconsistency for the Vancouver Canucks? Or is this just a smokescreen? I've seen the opposing narrative that says, hey, the Vancouver Canucks might actually still be interested in trading away Kiefer Sherwood. They might actually be intending to do that more so than actually re-signing him. Maybe they're just telling Elliot Friedman, hey, can you go into Hockey Night in Canada and say that we're trying to re-sign this guy? So that other teams around the National Hockey League will get the message, and then they'll be interested in giving us more. Because if other teams think that we're interested in bringing Sherwood back, then that drives the trade price up. It's all politics at the end of the day, right? Is this just a smokescreen? For what it's worth, you had Thomas Drance responding to that same Tyson Cole tweet, essentially calming the nerves of every Canucks fan that saw the Kiefer Sherwood re-signing conversation and started to panic a little. Take a look at this. Drance said that this is a classic don't get pre-mad situation. The Vancouver Canucks in the Jim Rutherford era have historically circled back on veteran pending UFAs with a contract offer, Horvat and Mott, before executing a trade. Drance has the receipts here too. On December 12, 2022, Drance and Dollywall posted an Athletic article going over how Vancouver made another offer to Bo Horvat. And then, later on, there was another comment written about in The Athletic on how Tyler Mott was offered a contract extension as well. It seems like this is a common pattern for Vancouver. Pending UFAs are in all these trade rumors. The Canucks then
And Dawson Mercer to this team.
Field an offer for these guys, and then they trade the players away despite that shortly after. And for what it's worth, there haven't even been any ideas as to what that offer from Vancouver could look like. Does it match the general offer that insiders are saying Sherwood could go for in free agency? Maybe a $4 million deal, something like that? He's certainly playing his way up to getting the biggest contract of his entire career, making way more than $1.5 million per season. He's on pace for 35 goals this year, so that's no easy feat, and of course it's going to result in a raise. But if Vancouver straight up just offered Kiefer Sherwood a $500 pay increase, for example, if Rutherford or Aldine is like, hey, we're sending you a 3-year contract, $2 million annually, would you take it? Sherwood's party for Wentworth probably is interested in $4.5 or $5 million bucks. They want to do whatever they can to maximize the value for their client, right? But does that have Vancouver creating a smokescreen? That's the question. I've seen a lot of Canucks fans immediately dismissing the idea of a Sherwood trade, and I've also seen a few that have said, hey, Sherwood is legitimately good for this Vancouver Canucks team. He is one of the most valuable players in terms of overall pace, in terms of shooting percentage, in terms of conversion rate. Make no mistake about it, he's literally the top goal-scoring player on this Canucks team. He's valuable, yeah. But whether or not you want to keep him is more a question of what direction you want to take this team. Do you want a Vancouver Canucks squad that will utilize the services of a Kiefer Sherwood, maybe overpay them a bit too much in the same way they did with the Cody Joshua, only for Sherwood to potentially bounce back down to earth next year and beyond? Or if he continues to produce, this guy can single-handedly win games by scoring 35 goals a year, which makes the Vancouver Canucks better on paper and gives them worse draft odds in the drafts. If the Canucks are going through a legitimate step-back year, they want to take 2026 and 2027 off in terms of being competitive, you don't keep Kiefer Sherwood. You trade the guy away. You get your draft picks. You trade him away because it makes your team worse and it makes you lose more games, and then you get some other draft capital or prospects because it helps you out in the long term. Sherwood is 30 years old. Yes, it's true he's earned his flowers, he's earned whatever pay increase he can get. But you can also say he's earned an opportunity to be a part of the winner. Yes, if he's on a Colorado or a Boston or a whatever other team you want to name. Maybe he's not getting top 6 opportunities and top power play time like he is in Vancouver, but he wins a cup. It's perfectly fine. So do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the idea of a Kiefer Sherwood contract extension on behalf of the Vancouver Canucks? What are your thoughts on Elliot Friedman's update that they have apparently given Minato recently? And does that change the way you view this team? Is it the same mistake all over again? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below if you enjoyed this special show 99. And bye.
Welcome back. Wheels here. Yes, we have 2 hearings today. So first off, Logan Stanley. I had the hearing for a sacrifice on Brady Kachuk. I've written on board a bunch of 1s, 2s, a couple of 3s, and a band for like. I figured, you know what? Sure. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel and see what Logan Stanley is going to get. And then we'll spin it again for the other one. Johnny Beach. Don't read ahead. Kind of. Come on. Oh, 3 games for Logan Stanley. Oh, Justice has spoken. The wheel says 3 games for Logan Stanley. My personal prediction is probably 1, but we'll see. So Johnny Beach, I think the Rock against the I think the Calgary fans for last night, which did have its best moments, definitely. We'll spin the wheel again. No big money, no landing. Different, totally different. I will chuckle when it lands on 3 again. Oh. No. 1 game for Johnny Beecher. So Beecher gets the game for Raleigh. I know that might be hard to read because it's black on the background. But that's a 1 right there. So, yeah, Johnny Beecher gets a game. Logan Stanley gets 3. So Neil has spoken. Alright, so with the wheel of punishment out of the way, let's go ahead and move along. So, as I said, both Stanley and Beecher are hearing today. We'll see what the suspension exactly ends up being, but probably the wheel, 3-1. Washington just did set the team record last night for the Toronto Maple Leafs with his 421st goal in the league, and not really surprised he's the #1 goal scorer in all-time history of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Like I said previously, I'm just surprised the total wasn't higher, given that Toronto's been in the league for over 100 years. Zach Snow is still in the body injury. He is not expected to play today against the Avalanche. The game once the Gap will probably win, 6-1, 7-1, something like that. Anyways, Jones is going to be out for this game, but it isn't expected to be able to unlock. A lot of the injuries with the Olympic athletes don't sound like they're going to be that bad. It's weird there's so many of them on those 3 in a couple of days. Possibly Sherwood and Vancouver Canucks doesn't sound like they're close. There's a gap between what he's asking what the team's offering. I'm sure, like there's part of it that says, Sherwood's such an important part of this team, that he's a great hitter, he's strong, he's competitive. There's another part of me saying, you know what, but it's probably a career year. I don't think he's going to get 30 goals scored going forward, not every season, so this might be the best time to trade him where his value is the highest. So I'm torn on that with Sherwood. But let me know your thoughts. They didn't connect into it, they didn't schedule it. I think he probably ends up getting traded. And then the tricky part becomes, as I've already said, he's having a great year, he's a great hitter, he's the best guy. The return for Sherwood, I don't think it's going to be that high if they do it. I'm not sure how much the team is going to be willing to give up for Kiefer Sherwood. He does have 17 goals with the Canucks. But when you have 17 goals, he's on a team like the Avalanche, or if he was playing on a team with more talented players, people are down the line. You have 2 goals. That's something they have to consider when they're offering up whatever picks, prospects, players, whatever they're going to offer for Sherwood is going to be affected by that. So I think for him, the best option is to stay in Vancouver. I think that's where he's going to have the most success. But financially, might end up being somewhere else. So on success probably in Vancouver, it's once these financial certainty and everything, you might end up having to play someone. So we'll see. Tom Wilson is a lower body injury for him. Eventually, he'll be injured. We know Horvath's out for at least a week. Wilson is not expected to be in for that long. I have not seen an update yet on what the timeline is going to be with Tom Wilson, but the expectation is he's not going to be out for long. So his Olympic dream is alive, and there's a lot of talk about who might be next up when somebody gets hurt and can't play in the Olympics. We'll see what that ends up looking like. But so far, none of these injuries are threatening that maintain because we get fighting later in this. Brent Burns played his 965th NHL game, which passed Doug Jarvis in terms of consecutive games played. First on the all-time list. I don't think Burns gets the first. I just don't think there's enough runway left. It is pretty good at the top of the mountain. But Brent Burns has been proving a lot of people wrong this year, and he's having a very good year for Colorado. He's doing what it takes to get there. But either way, let me know your thoughts, including let me know what kind of suspensions you think Beecher and Stanley get. There will be a 10 wins video for Colorado. I may do it a little differently because I've already done a 10 wins video on Colorado this year, and so I may be a little bit different this time around than I did the first time. But thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support, and like and subscribe. And you mentioned you not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon. What's that?
All right, gentlemen, you ready to play my super match?
And it literally says the match name at the bottom of the screen.
Dang it.
Got it. Why aren't there a turn? Oh, you just reminded me of you. Not even 30 seconds into the video, you felt like you're about to be demonetized.
I just want to say that I've never seen a black person with that type of beard before.
You want to shut up? Sonny, are you saying that all black people look the same? All right, let's start with the introduction to Daddy Something's going on. Mine is blue, I'm in black, and that is blue. We are also going to be playing with this game.
Let's get this show on the road.
That was supposed to be my line again.
Well, looks like I'm going to go first. Is this a map for the moment? I recognize the map.
Guess it's that trash ass innocent map.
The map isn't that bad, you guys. But you're starting to sound like Joe with his friends. They scared that it's too damn big for you to wind up in. They will take you up the maximum amount of players to 25.
if they want me to play. I'm guessing all the other maps are in this game too, right? Yep, we're getting back to the game. I'm going to throw my first record. The Wizards looking at 120 holes. Pretty smart play. Thanks, Barry. I've been practicing. I got pretty lucky with my trick spot, so I'm going to take the ball before anyone else does. Not even halfway through the first turn, and I already know that this game is on some bull crap.
Maybe try not being shit at the game.
Keep talking like that, Jack, and I'll throw you down the well. You little body bitch. Damn, Bill, put that on his ass. Ben thinks he's messing with Joe Biden, but he's actually messing with Dark Brandon. Also, I'm going for the lounge and bathroom conference bonus.
You guys can't be serious. I would annihilate Fury after Joe in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, fucking right. You're like 5'2", then. You're not annihilating. Little body, yeah.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. Just a load of hogwash spewing out of every single one of your mouths.
Wait a minute, you feel that. But getting back on topic, since it's my turn now, I'm going to attack once and then forward by that. Hopefully I can capture all the showers in just a couple of turns so I can snag that plus 3 continent bonus. Pretty smart play from Mr. Booty. You're acting like I'm not a military strategic. You're kidding, right? What a little malarkey. A real military strategic genius who adores Afghanistan was truly a magnum opus. The military industrial complex made all of us millions of dollars. Don't act like we didn't make bank off of my invasion.
You guys are all tough, but enough with that nonsense. I'm going to conquer records and get its content bonus.
I was supposed to be mine, but whatever. I've already accepted that I will not win this game. Joe, it's still the first round. You are nowhere close to being eliminated. Also, George, you're lying, because I actually lost nearly a third of my net worth during my first term. If I can add on to that, I don't own any stocks or bonds, and during my time in the Senate, I was one of the poorest members. Also, I endorsed the congressional stock trading ban, so the only people that made money off the wars was you and Barry. Holy shit, Joe just woke the fuck up. Ignoring everything that was just said, I'm going to continue working towards capturing all of the main halls to especially brought up this club.
There's no way you're going to get the whole main hall, Barry.
No matter what you think, remember what I said a couple of nights ago. I'm coming back with a vengeance, which also means I'm coming for you. What? You literally just said, in quote, I'm coming for your ass. You guys know what I meant? It's okay, it's okay. We understood what you meant. We love you all the same. But shut the hell up, George. I'm not kidding. We've always known that we didn't want to threaten you with coming out and say you were absolutely sure. We support you. You nothing. Stop with this narrative that I'm gay and the show is a mess. There's no evidence for this that you guys constantly joke about. I told you guys something time to joke about this. It's not funny. And you guys need to grow up. Why did you know photos of the show's pregnancy? Because they're private to freaking believe. That isn't evidence that the show was a man. Switching topics before burying drone strikes and innocent civilians. I'm going to retain my continent bonus and styles annoying orange ass broken last turn. Is this the biggest map in the game? Yep, this is why it sucks that my asshole creators while thinking when they made this map. Even when you say it bad, no one cares about your opinion.
Whatever, man. You guys are just a bunch of haters. But since we're on the topic, when are we going to make an Among Us video on the channel? We play it all the time, but we've never reported it.
It depends on if we can get enough people to play it. So if you guys want to see an Among Us video, comment down below. If we get enough comments, I will make a community post and have a link to the Discord, and we can go from there. Sounds great, but now that it's my turn, I'm going to take control over the channel. I know it's only one bonus, but it's better than no bonus at all.
That's a good play. Hopefully you can play better than you did the last time you played.
The only reason the one last time is because we're helping them myself. Everyone knows.
Keep on making excuses for yourself. It'll make you feel better. Anyways, I'm going to put some troops in records, and then add some troops to my stack that I have in the army. You know what? I think I'm just going to take all of our missions.
Dude, that's a sure about 5 balls on the second thing. That's pretty. No service. One of his territories in the armory is completely exposed. Someone could very easily break that. Doesn't mean much to me because he isn't a threat, at least for that. So I'm going to capture all of the main points. And to do it, Disney plus this plus. Hey, Harry, since I'm the only one who could really stop you from getting your goals, how about we make an alliance for me? I get showers and get main calls. What the hell? Sure, dude. Glad to have you as my partner.
This is complete bullshit. Donald, do something. You're the host.
It's not going to last that long, so it's fine. George will probably find weapons of mass destruction in the main hall in less than 3 turns. Let's hope that is next. Don't worry, shit. I'm just trying to back on. But next time somebody else can host. I don't want to hear you complaining with them. I already hear enough of this. All that from me aside, since I got my content bonus, I'm going to stagger my defenses and attack elsewhere. I don't need to worry about anyone breaking me so I can be safe for the next couple of turns. Now that it's my turn again, I'm going to add some extra troops in my family defense and attack myself. I think I can conquer all the south. I always said that we would do the Among Us video if we got the support for it, but what other games are we going to play on this channel? So we are going to play Black Ops 7 when it releases. Maybe another Gang Beast video, Golf with Your Friends 2 when it releases, and GTA 6. I didn't know that there was a Golf with Your Friends 2 coming soon. That's pretty cool.
I'm going to add some defenses to the armory and put 4 troops up in the lounge.
Anyways, I'm going to stack up my defenses and make a place for the lounge and bathrooms on the bonus.
Going back to the before the TV interrupted. The Black Ops 7, the Grand Theft Auto 6 campaigns are going to be played by myself, Joe, and Barry.
That's not really fair.
I don't give a shit. With this card bonus I just got, I'm going to put troops and security in medbay. I just realized that I can take the exterior content bonus, so I'm going to do that and fortify back.
I'm going to stack up my defenses and start making ground in the cockpit. I'm really liking my position so far in this game. Why didn't you use your card bonus? You absolutely no. I didn't even check to see if I had one. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. What do you mean? 5 years old?
I mean, he's the same height as a 5-year-old, so it would make sense that he has the brain of one too.
That was uncalled
But that doesn't matter because I'm about to pop off. I'm going to take the lounge meeting room and comms and bonuses. Big Trump is not going to lose this game. And just like that, the glorious and gorgeous Donald J. Trump has fulfilled his promises. You stars are screwed.
I'm going to take the rest of Showers. First of all, Donald, there's no way you are going to be able to hold all 3 of those bonuses, especially Tom with that right there. And second, do a lot of things in glory before you thought I did.
Oh, is that so? I am officially signing an executive order banning Obama from speaking in the Discord.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Donald. It's literally impossible for you to expose.
If you actually just use it like that, that's pretty easy, right? What the heck? If I knew I could use my presidential powers like that, your ass would have been used for years at this point.
Probably a good time to use it, though. I can't do anything about his with his alliance, but I can definitely do something about his continent bonus.
I don't think you could have done what I did, Joe. I got the best hackers from those, the very best. And I have them listening to my comms. When I say I'm signing an executive order, they can almost instantly do what I say. Technology is truly marvelous. I probably could have found a way. I bet there were some tech bros for Harris. I mean, Biden.
Hold on a minute. You said that they were listening to your comms. Does that also include ours?
No, I make sure that they can only hear my audio. I have someone watching over them at all times, so you guys don't need to worry. I don't know about that. But anyways, I'm going to capture the security and medbay common bonuses with my turn. Also, Donald Berry just sent me a paragraph. I'm not going to read it out loud in its entirety, but to get the gist of it. He called you a man-child and told you to unmute him.
Just unmute him before he pulls out the laptop and joins strike Mar-a-Lago into smithereens.
Fine. But I just want to point out the irony of him calling me a man-child when he would drone strike an innocent Iraqi village when he didn't get his way. Okay, I am officially signing an executive order unbanning Obama from speaking in the Discord.
Well, Donald was on Epstein's Island.
No, I wasn't. Just more fake news from the radical left mainstream
What the fuck, Rogan?
whose sole purpose on this earth is to be against anything I say or do.
Sorry, Ben, but I can't let you get a 10-plus troop bonus every turn.
If you weren't on the island, then why don't you release the files? They don't exist. I only said that to get elected. This isn't an ABC interview. All of us have seen the files, excluding Ben and other Joes. Speaking of other Joes, why did you crash out and lose all your troops? You just put yourself in a very bad position.
I don't want to talk about it.
Enough with the Epstein shit. I'm going to take the bathroom's continent bonus and connect with my other troops nearby.
Wait, who's watching the hackers?
Good luck.
Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to put some defenses in Showers and gap rooms and take over the viewing deck.
We gotta do something about George. He's getting way too powerful and has Barry as his bitch, protecting him from getting attacked from Main Hall.
All my holdings are on the other side of the map, so I can't do anything. Also, we all know that Obama likes being the bitch in the relationship. Just look at him and Manchel. Eat shit and die. Eat shit and live, Barry.
Sorry, Donald, but in order for me to disrupt pro-fat Obama and Bush's alliance, I'm going to have to kick you out of the bathroom and the lounge.
How could you do this to me? The betrayal. I mean, I just can't believe this. I would have expected this from one of the dirty Democrats, but to be betrayed by one of my own. You're breaking your president's heart. Unbelievable, Ben. I never would have thought that you would betray your master like that. I wonder what the MAGA cult is going to think about this.
I'm going to break Joe's medbay bonus and take the majority of electrical with my turn.
I can't tell if you're being serious, Donald, but Joe, the left is the one that's the cult. You guys all believe in the same things, and your sole purpose of existing is to be against my daddy, President Trump.
What the hell, then?
You can give that same reasoning as to why the right is a cult, but enough of that. Have you guys been paying attention to football at all this season? My Blue Hens sold the game against Jacksonville State.
What the hell, Barry? I thought you were only going for electrical. Surprise, motherfucker. Are you talking about college football or the NFL?
I guess.
Well, in that case, I don't understand why the Texas Longhorns got so much hype at the beginning of the year. Did people really expect Arch Manning to be the greatest quarterback ever? He sat behind mid-ass Quinn Ewers for like 2 years.
Sorry, Obama, but I'm going to have to break your content bonus. But going back to what you were saying, George, I think people just overlook that he sat on the bench because of his last name.
I'm going to take the cockpit.
Oh, most definitely. Same thing happened to my brother Jeb when he ran for president in 2016. We had posters, pundits, politicians all telling us that he was the surefire nominee. Then Donald descended down that escalator at Trump Tower, and the rest is history.
Damn right. I decided to quit my business endeavors in order to fight for the common man. If I never went down that escalator, the Judy party would still be in power.
Donnie, this country would be in a much better place if you never ran.
You're just saying that because you're a liberal sissy.
You guys saw the debates. He just couldn't defend himself from Trump's comebacks. We just told him to drop out to save face. Dude went from being the front runner to polling at 3%.
I just want to thank God that Jeb wasn't the nominee. He 100% would have lost to Hillary.
All right, now you're pushing it. Jeb would have easily beaten him. America wasn't and still isn't ready for a female president.
You're tripping. You really think that America would vote for another Bush presidency given how bad yours was? I mean, your garbage second term, along with putting up John McCain, led to me not only winning the election, but winning states like Indiana, Iowa, and Florida.
If I can add on to that, regardless of what you think about Donnie's politics, he is a great campaigner and broke the electoral college map as we knew it. Do you really think that Jeb would have won the Rust Belt states?
Sorry, Obama, but you have served your purpose as my puppet. But to answer your question, no. I still believe he would have won, though.
You're a piece of shit.
I'm going to secure the rest of the lounge with my turn.
What states do you think you would have won?
I think he would have won New Hampshire, New Mexico, Nevada, Maine, Minnesota.
I could see him winning New Hampshire. I'm about 50-50 on Maine, but I don't see him winning any of the other states.
Joe, when you said the Rust Belt states, did you mean just Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania? Or did you mean all of those plus Indiana and Ohio? And Iowa, now that I think about it, just the first three you mentioned. Why? Well, I have yet another political map simulator up with the 2016 electoral map numbers. And with the states that George mentioned, Jeb would have won with 288 electoral points compared to Hillary's 250. That's a bigger gap than I thought. Well, anyways, I'm going to guard my defenses on the exterior and make some gains in electrical.
Those are the cool times. I just don't think that is possible. The last time Republicans won Minnesota was Nixon in 72. I don't think Jeb would be the Republican with where it's at here.
I agree with Barry. I just don't see it happening.
I'm going to bolster my defenses and add 5 troops to the other side of the map with my turn. But I think you guys are forgetting that it was Donald who made Jeb look like a pussy. If Donald never ran, Jeb wouldn't have been made out like that. It's forgetting that people hated both Hillary and Donald.
Paul Joe saying up to his point. Third-party candidates did very well that year, especially the Libertarians. But if it was Jeb at the top of the ticket, then those votes would have split. I hate to say it, but I agree with Paul Joe and George here. Jeb would have beaten Hillary.
All right, so Barry and I think that Hillary would have won and Boris Biden, and Rogan think that Jeb would have won. Who do you think would win, Donald?
Okay, so it's just alternate universe I never run, right?
Correct. Every candidate in 2016 is running in this timeline except for you.
Okay, if I'm being detected here, I think Jeb would perform well in the debates because I wasn't there roasting him. I don't think people would be trying to insult at all in this timeline. I think Jeb would win the primary in most of the states and beat Hillary in the general election.
No way this is happening right now. Barry, I think you and I are the only sane people.
Explain yourself.
Like Joe mentioned earlier, Libertarians took a lot of votes voting for Republican in most elections. If Jeb was the candidate, instead of being would have won those voted to beat her at the states that George previously mentioned. Jeb's also more likely than Hillary.
This game sucks.
Yeah, shit on goal, though.
Now that it's my turn, I'm going to get rid of Rogan from this side of the map and make this +3 bonus to 1.0.
I just can't believe that Jeb can win a presidential election in any universe. Like, are we forgetting that he's a Bush? I think you're forgetting that Hillary is expecting Jeb a destroyer. You're just so biased that you can't see that. Whatever, it's my turn now. I mean, if George is afraid to basically kick me out of the main hall, I'm going to capture the armor and try to reset.
How did we even get on the topic of Jeb winning the presidency? Fuck if I do.
Sleepy Joe and George were talking about how Mark Manning is a dumpster fire of a quarterback and how it's only started because of his last season.
Oh, yeah. Mark Manning is not a Texas Rangers starting quarterback. Maybe if he went to Tulane or Louisiana Tech, years of that. But I highly doubt it.
I'm going to bolster my defenses and take control of electrical with my turn.
He's just too inconsistent to be playing at the SEC. I don't know if he's coming back for a senior year, but regardless, I don't think he's going to get much better. Also, I'm going to add on to my defenses and attack ones.
I'm going to conquer more of the main hall with my turn.
What round do you guys think you're going to get drafted?
Drafted? Barry gets drafted is to get drafted. I don't care what anybody says. Donnie, he's a man. He could literally be mentally incompetent and still get drafted. He's already mentally incompetent. Have you seen him play?
I think the big problem in sports nowadays is nepotism. Maybe it's just in getting older. Remember the players being good never saw them. Nowadays, especially in basketball, it's an NBA players kids and other rich kids. So they have to pay like $12 to walk into the
I'm going to head on to my defenses in the cargo bay and attack once elsewhere. Also, George, you had a card bonus last round.
Really? Damn, I wasn't paying attention. Luckily, I'm in a position where I don't need to use them right now.
Can I tell you guys a joke?
Oh,
Come on, my jokes are funny.
still enough. They're just racially insensitive 99% of them.
That makes the joke funny. You little stone like.
Tell us the funny joke, buddy.
Okay, James, what did the Undersecretary of the Navy and Transgender Cattle have in common? I'm sorry, but did you say transgender cattle? Yes. Do you need me to repeat the joke?
Before you do that, I'm going to stack up my boots in the armor, craft the joke, 14 in the veteran.
14-year-old where?
Holy shit, Joe, what the hell is wrong with you? He's doing so well, too. For the love of all things holy, someone please switch the subject.
Okay, what did the Undersecretary of the Navy and Transgender Cattle have in common?
I don't know who the Undersecretary of the Navy is. Any of you other Republicans know. No clue, my black brother. What the hell?
I know who it is, but giving up their name will give up the joke.
Oh, Donald, I didn't know that there were non-binary persons in your administration. What the fuck are you talking about? Ben didn't refer to the Undersecretary by he or she. That means the only logical explanation is that the Undersecretary is non-binary.
You're literally insane, Joe. I didn't refer to them by anything, so you wouldn't know if it is a male or female.
It's 100% of your shit. If you honestly God believe that Donald Trump, of all the people in the world, would appoint a non-binary person to any position in his administration, especially a military-related one.
I don't know. But what I do know is that I took away your viewing deck content bonus.
Damn you, Joe.
And I still know what I'm going to do with my parents.
Can you tell us the end of the joke, son?
Oh yeah, they're both from cows. Excuse me? They're both from cows.
I don't get it.
The Undersecretary of the Navy's name is Tom Cowan. Freaking idiots.
Calling us idiots like that shit's common knowledge.
What the fuck, Donald?
Holy guacamole! By any means necessary.
Screw you, Donald. You're just handing this game to George. I was the only one who could stop it. Also, your joke wasn't even funny.
Sorry, man, but none of us will be able to stop this book as well. That could mean 2 things. I thought this joke was funny.
Did anybody ask you, Rogan? Because last time I checked, no one has said anything to you about Donald's crappy joke.
Sounds like somebody was disrupting me. Anyways, I'm going to capture my cars and place them on my family's defense while taking out Ben to other territories.
Great. Now I'm about to get killed guarded in the cargo bay because of you, Donald. When George inevitably wins the game, you chuckleheads better remember this moment.
Now that it's my turn again, I'm going to break Rogan's cockpit and ball bonus. What the fuck did I do? Nothing. But in order for me to win this game, I'm going to have to take your cards and territories. It's nothing personal. Why didn't you use your card bonus? If Rogan gets lucky, he can trade in cards on his turn and destroy everything you got. Given that Joe is kill guarding me in the med bay and also on Rogan's doorstep, it would not be in Rogan's best interest for him to try and take me out. So I don't have to use my cards for now.
Now that it's my turn, I'm going to take back all the territories that Obama took from me. I'm not sure if I'm going to win this game or not anymore.
I love hearing that from my enemies.
Yeah, Joe, I know that you're somewhat newer to this game, but you don't want to be telling us that type of information.
What difference does it make?
It shows that you're not confident and will probably... Holy shit.
This game's a fucking joke.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Glad to see that I'm not in the worst position.
What the hell are you doing, Rogan? You're embarrassing me right now with your duty-booty-ass gameplay.
How am I embarrassing you?
Trump voters are supposed to be the smartest people in the world. Every supporter I've ever met have been the brightest bulbs in the pack. Whenever I talk to them, I'm like, wow, these people are so smart. They know what's best for America. You obviously didn't vote for me, Rogan. Unbelievable.
If that was true, then why do most college-educated people vote for the Democrats?
That's because the radical Marxist professors indoctrinate our young adults with anti-American and anti-capitalist propaganda. I saw it firsthand when I went to Harvard. Fortunately, I wasn't affected by said propaganda, otherwise I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
I'm going to add on to my borders and attack once in the cargo bay. You went to Harvard, Ben?
Yes, I got my law degree from there, and before that I got my bachelor's at UCLA. Also, I just want to add on to my point I made earlier, being educated in architecture or something doesn't mean that your political beliefs are more valid. What the heck?
Holy horse cocks.
This game is just way too easy.
This is all your fault, Donald. I was the only one who could have done something to stop him. But what do? Kick me out of records and let George basically kill Garvey, of course. Fucking dumbass.
Just because the Democrats blame all their problems on me doesn't mean you have to start too, Ben.
I'm sorry, Luke. But with this card bonus I got, I'm going to be the one to take you out.
Whatever, man. I've already accepted my fate.
Well, after Barry's hilarious meltdown, it looks like I'll be taking you out instead.
I really just spent 30 minutes of my life playing this game only to get eliminated first. That's wild.
I'm going to add some defense troops to my borders and take the vote in my turn.
It's insane that we've been playing for like 30-something minutes and only one person has died.
That either means that we're all amazing at the game, or that we're all pile dog shit.
I don't know, but maybe next time don't choose the biggest map in the fucking game for our second time play.
I realized that picking this map was a mistake 15 minutes ago, Barry. You don't have to remind me.
Just letting you know. I'm debating whether or not I should get DoorDash from this place downtown or just drive there.
What kind of food does that place serve?
It's just a Mexican restaurant. And usually I would just do it, but for some reason the prices for delivery are significantly higher than just dining in. More than usual for delivery.
I'm going to break Ben's last defense in the cargo bay with my tongue. Anyways, you're a multi-millionaire. Why are you so worried about prices for delivery? It wouldn't make a scratch in your bank account.
Well, that would be true if I was only ordering for myself, but in about 30 minutes, I'm going to have like 30 of the homies pull up for a game night. We're going to be playing drunk poker and Uno along with some other games. Shit's going to be a blast.
I just want to thank Rogan for distracting George with his bullshit, because George just gave me an opportunity to get another card.
Who cares about that? I'm baffled that Rogan is about to host a game night and didn't even think about inviting. What the hell, dude?
Oh crap, I just screwed myself here. I was too worried about Joe's 28 that I placed most of my troops in the comms hole. God damn it. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to get a card here with Joe breathing down my neck. It might be over for me, boys.
It's okay, Barry. The absolute dominance my presence brings would cause any grown man to crumble and be discombobulated. There is no need to be embarrassed.
Geez, I didn't know that Joe was your daddy, Obama. But going back to what George was saying, the last time you came to one of my events, you threw up all over the place while trying to do the work. We had to call Laura in order to get the Secret Service to pick you up by helicopter.
That was one of the greatest nights of my life.
My favorite Rogan event was the one where all of us plus Bill and Elon got together and played Friday the 13th the day before the servers went down.
You guys remember when Joe ran over Barry and then crashed into the lake, making us all die? I almost threw up laughing.
I was so pissed because I got the battery and the gas and died like that. St. Helens line into the water made me cry laughing.
Joe shouldn't be anywhere near the steering wheel, regardless if he's sober or not.
I literally couldn't see straight and was moving in slow motion. I'm surprised I remember that night at all. Truly one of the greatest get-togethers of my life.
My experience was kind of ruined when I walked downstairs in the morning and saw Elon and his not-so-tidy-whities. That shit was disgusting as fuck, literally.
I'm going to break Joe's cockpit and comms content bonuses with my turn, but yeah, when you told me that, I should have known that appointing him to be one of my senior advisors would be a bad idea.
I still can't believe you did that, though.
Hey, it made sense at the time.
Well, now that I have my card bonus, I'm going to destroy Ben's defenses and kill Garden in the lounge.
I'm not even mad anymore, just disappointed that Donald basically killed me. You know that I was the only one who could stop you.
Oh, you shut the hell up.
I also have high hopes when it comes to games like Howard Smith Friday the 5th. I forget what the genre of the game is called, but has a reputation for games with so much potential and responsibility. Big dumpster baby things in it.
I'm going to put 17 on the board with Donald and move my 34 to the board with Rock with my turn.
The games are called asymmetrical horror Obama, but the most egregious example of falling flat on their face is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That game had so much potential, but the developers were just wasting the company. I played that game religiously the first couple of weeks after launch. The only times I stopped playing was sleep, go to the bathroom, to go to church. But the thing just see what happens. A game ruined by an inexperienced team that spent more time defending themselves than actually fixing.
I'm going to break Joe's bonus in the cockpit. If I die before it comes out, then upload my contents to my computer so I can play with y'all.
I don't know if that's possible. I'm happy that they're doing a story mode with Alex. It's going to be fun playing as Michael Escape Smith Grove in Phelps Garage. I'm also pretty sure that the game I can, but don't hold me on that.
I'm going to boast to my defense in the color lane and take the rest of the home.
I'm glad that they're doing a single player mode as well. That way, if the multiplayer sucks donkey dick, then I can just play by myself.
Since Biden has 34 troops on my top 40, I'm going to spread out from the end and into the dirt.
Damn it, that's what happens when you don't defend yourself in order.
Since Halloween a week ago, did any of you guys dress up? I had my wife role play as a spouses, but you know what I mean? What the hell?
You know, I don't understand why some women are okay with some role play while others aren't. Like when I asked Lonnie to dress up like Ivanka, she slapped me. Apparently that makes me the bad guy.
I actually can't believe what I just heard.
Anyways, since the dirty Democrats are teaming up on the ghost, I'm going to take back my southern border and break the whole of Joe's bonuses.
Did you actually ask your wife to dress up and roleplay as your biological daughter? Donald?
What? I just want to take back the rest of the army with my son. There's no way I'm going to win. I was thinking if Joe might win, but the guy is throwing all his bonuses, it looks like it's going to do it. So that's better.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't put the 34 box stocks to it. Now I have to wait for turns and gain all my lost territory. That would probably cost me the game.
Donald, I just realized that you have a 13 against Georgia's 1. Why haven't you broken it yet? Why did you have to remind me of the ball?
I wasn't even paying attention to that area of the map. Thanks, Logan. All right, so I'm just going to break this bonus and fortify back. Oh, so you'll break every single bonus I have when it's my turn, but only break when it's Jordan's turn. Heck, you man!
I'm fucking here, too. All right, I'm going to absolutely pop off this turn. I'm going to retake the main hall and take out Ben and Obama in the same turn. This is the big book of war. The presence of his living in.
Thank God I can finally rest in peace.
And just like that, the big book has got me double kill. He's that new nickname.
Who the heck cares? We're about to Biden blast my way to the cargo bay, taking away all of Georgia's bonuses. It might be all for nothing, though, unless Donald throws some orange balls. You're not doing your dirty work, little bro?
I'm going to retake all of my territory to Joe Store and David Electric Common Box. My wife just texted me that Dana White and Shane Gillis just pulled up the driveway, so I'm going to be AFK for a bit.
Have fun at your party, bro.
I'm still not living like this. It's okay, though, because I'm going to win the game.
Not if I have anything to say about it. I'm going to break Jordan's bonuses with my turn.
The fact that Donald is still in this game is what?
I've mastered the art of standing so incredibly still that I'm invisible to the naked eye.
Whatever that means. I'm going to add more defenses to the main hall, take back the med bay, and break those electrical bones with my turn.
I swear, these Republicans have to be teaming. I don't understand why I'm the only one getting targeted here.
Listen, Joe, we're not teaming. It's in my best interest to get things on your life.
All right, let's put 15 in the cockpit and destroy Georgia's dead day and cargo bay bonuses with my turn.
It's been like 40 minutes. That shit's never picked this map.
I'm going to push into the med bay to score down 12 at the end.
Why did you choose this map anyway?
As Dingleberry's always trashed this map when we play Among Us, so I wanted to see how we play in Risk.
Now we know it's not to locate.
I'm not going to get this argument to again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to put this game to rest. I'm going to attack Joe's stack in the cockpit with my turn. Wait, what?
Thanks for having the ball.
I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew that these Republicans were cheating. I should have known.
And just like that, the big bush is going to encompass the entire bottom side of the map.
I bet these two were giggling and kicking their feet back and forth while planning this shit. I'm like genuinely pissed off. We weren't cheating at all. I would just rather see a Republican win than a Democrat. I'm sure you can understand it. Also, I'm going to eliminate you from the game with my turn. And just like that, the Teflon Don just taking out the sleeping one.
Please don't drag this game out, Don. We already know who's going to win.
Calm down, my Jewish friend. I wasn't going to anyway. Congratulations, George. I hate to shave my books on the win. Although you teamed with Donald to beat me, you still get to choose the next match that we play, preferably not one of the biggest maps in the game.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun playing with Joe on this fine afternoon. It's definitely more fun when you're winning, though. Thank you all for watching the video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and comment down below if you want. The next team video is going to be the Black Ops 7 campaign, so I hope you guys enjoy. Also, God bless the audience, God bless the channel, and God bless the nerds.
All right, guys, it's recording now. It better be. I destroyed all you guys. You can't even put it on my OnlyFans.
That's disgusting. To give the viewers some context, we played a game before this one that goes on, and the recording got messed up and stopped midway through, and Donald didn't realize. So I'm beating the go.
The players and their colors are the following. Biden is blue, Bill is pink, George is yellow, Barry is orange, Benjamin is green, and Your Majesty is purple. Let's get this show on the road. Given my troop placement, I think the best course of action is to try and take Australia. I don't have any other options. I mean, you could go for South America. I'm not an idiot, Joe. You already have 6 there, plus whatever you want to add on to it. But I'll just attack once and build up my troops.
That's a smart move, Bill. Most new players would blow their load and try to take a continent immediately. Saving your troops is going to deter anybody else who is thinking about having Australia early.
Thanks for the analysis, Professor Nerd, but Bill, you are right. I'm going for South America.
I will take you calling me Professor Nerd as a compliment.
I'm confused why you guys are telling everybody what you're doing. I'm trying to deter others from challenging my rightful place as the king of the Latina badges. That's why I had the border open, because we need more dimes.
Instead, most of the people who crossed your border were military-aged men from third world countries.
My brother Jim would know a little something about Latina bodies.
First of all, Jeff's wife is not a baddie, whatever you guys are saying. And second, Eastern European girls are far superior to Latinas. Sounds kind of racist, but I agree with what you're saying.
I know Columbus not a dime piece. I was just making a joke since Bill brought up Latinas. Black girls are better than any other girl.
I don't know how you would know that, given that you are married to a man.
Damn, rare duck for Ben Shapiro.
How rich? Fuck ass.
You'd know a lot about that, wouldn't you?
Ha 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 ha. Shut the hell up, you.
There you got roasted twice by Ben in 10 seconds. That's honestly impressive. Well, I guess I'll just put my troops here for now.
You're going for Australia, aren't you, Donald?
And how would you know that?
It's pretty simple. Joe gave you a chance to get that 4 out of South America and connect with your troops in Africa. However, you are so blinded with taking over Australia that you didn't even notice it. You just missed a really good opportunity to get ahead early in this game.
Ben, you might think that you're some kind of genius, but you're just wrong. I'm not going for Australia. Dan, you just got read like a book.
Well, I can tell you that going for Asia this early in the game is not a winning strategy.
How about you mind your business and let me play? I didn't ask to play this game with training wheels.
Sorry for backseat gaming, I just really like strategy games.
It's fine. I did the same thing when Joe is the last one alive.
I'm sorry, Joseph, but I will be the one taking control of South America.
Wait, why? You have a much better position in North America.
I would have to wait multiple turns just to build a sufficient enough army to capture North America, and then protect it on 3 fronts. I'd much rather try and kick you out of South America so I can get a continent bonus early.
This is such donkey crap, man.
It's nothing but just letting everyone know that I'm going for Europe.
I now know who is getting eliminated first.
Look at the map, dude. I have no other option. But it's going to be a while before I can conquer the whole thing. I need to see what Donald does with that 9 in Siberia, what Joe does with that 6 in the Middle East. I'm going for Africa.
I don't understand why everybody is saying their plans out loud.
I'm going to be brief.
What are you trying to do?
Son of a bitch. I knew I was doing with a 75% chance. That's 50% right there.
That's actually pretty good. Thanks a bunch.
Does that mean anything else?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
It doesn't mean much to me because I'm going to be taking over Australia this time.
I don't know about that, Joe. Trump's looking kind of dangerous with that. And a couple times if you trade cards, you basically look at the chance to win.
Don't blow your nose. I'm not blowing the blow.
You say so.
Interesting. Really smart move to get out of Australia.
Why would I voluntarily give up something close to my 50%? And also, why are you giving advice that Mexico's not getting that?
You know what? You're right. However, when you get eliminated in less than 4 turns, don't start complaining.
Well, now that it's my turn, I'm going to ask for 6 in Argentina and slowly take control of South America.
I don't know why you didn't add troops into the Middle East and start making ground in Africa. You know, I'm not going to let you control South America. This little game.
You're bluffing, George. You're just trying to scare me away because you're scared of Ben.
Why would I be scared of that? You only have 6 troops in North America. After I'm done taking you out and securing the continent bonus, I can turn my attention to Ben and Bill.
So your entire game plan is to control the Americas. Well, I guess I'll have to connect my troops to the Africa and Northwest Territories then.
This is why you never see your entire game plan on the second turn. And George kept his mouth shut. Maybe Ben wouldn't have done that. Now Ben's going to have 11 in the Northwest Territories. Wow, you really screwed the food on this one.
You didn't realize that Ben's going to fall in South America, right?
Do, but I know you're going to burn through those troops taking me out my city. And I also have Africa myself. You're not going to be able to defend South America too well with Ben and I. Although you may be right about George having nothing in South America goes down. You are wrong to believe that Africa is just easy picking.
I think I'm going to play unorthodox here. I'm going to put my troops in silence and attack Bill's 3 and Ben as well.
Ben, do you know what a strategy is about?
I know he's planning something, but I just don't know what.
I think he's putting other troops elsewhere in case he moves to South America.
Whatever he's doing is not going to work, and he has less troops than me now. Things aren't looking so good now, aren't they?
I have 4 other 60 French in Venezuela. Tell that.
Shit, I didn't even notice he still had other troops here.
Fuck, I think I'm going to stack up again and attack his 4 Germany. I don't know how I'm going to protect Europe when I capture it.
The big news is that by the time you have enough forces to protect yourself, everybody else could have a country.
Shit. No, that's really not working.
That's unfortunate, Barry. I don't think you're going to be getting Europe.
Yeah, no shit, then. I need a miracle in order to win this game.
I'm in a pretty good spot, and so I'm just going to stack up my Australia and attack us. Makes sense. Bad players usually go for the easiest continent to defend. Shut up, dollars, you're just mad you're not the one in Australia. No, unlike your pussy ass, I don't need you to enter the corner and play like a bitch in order to win. Why are you talking that way to the understood as this captain, Donald? He wins one game and thinks he's the best in the world. What a joke. I think I'm going to switch my attention to Africa. It'll be hard to defend, but I don't really have a choice since George is being a massive thorn in my side.
Probably the smartest move you could have made. I just kept stacking up troops in Peru. George probably would have just slammed in.
I know it's still early, but I have no idea who's going to win. This could still be anybody's game.
Joe, why did you attack South Africa if you could have saved it?
I'm tired and a little stupid by the way George plays risk. But it was only 1 troop, so I could be fine.
Thank you. I didn't look to listen. Oh, nothing. Just one of those giant cinnamon rolls you love so much. Right now, I'm yelling with hunger.
Did you say giant cinnamon roll?
Yeah, they're like the size of a baseball cap.
That's not even the best part.
Full fucking shit.
What's the best part?
So you know how Boston's being done?
Okay, you can stop right there. Let's send it to special.
You must be off your rocker range.
I'm not off anything. That just sounds gross and it's probably making something for the Ben is going to take North America and you're going to be more worried about those that take it. I'm sending you all. Go the fuck up there. More important things happening right now.
Oh, I'm supposed to figure out talk shit about my wife. Fuck me.
I didn't say one cooking better. I just said that the giant cinnamon roll filled with the food and put on this sounds gross.
Don't you have to decide with Bill here? The cinnamon roll would be better if the inside wasn't just icing. It's too much. Also, I was right, Donald's going for Australia.
No, I'm not fixing the bread.
All right, Donald, you decided, folks. Would you like more cinnamon roll?
Who the fuck cares if they were good or not? I'm trying to strategize and calculate my next move. I don't give a hoot about cinnamon roll. I know something about food. You know what I mean?
We get this single figure. But also, I need to take it South America this time. I hope you never ask you. Are you serious right now?
That's what you get for taking my confidence.
I don't know how I'm going to protect myself now.
Damn, I thought that Barry was going to get back. But now it looks like George would be the first one to do it.
So this is risk. Anything can happen. I just can use while being the best decision.
Okay, so I'm just going to attack this three and then get a Europe with you.
You know what they say, Barry? Those who go to Europe never win.
Gee, if I'm getting so unlucky that these guys go,
Maybe it's a sign that Europe is just a play.
you're probably right, but I think if I go anywhere else, I can lose you attack.
I'm just going to do the same thing as last time and get back up and attack elsewhere. Average play from a low IQ player.
Donald, I don't know why you're shit talking Bill when you are obviously going for Australia.
You don't know Benjamin, you don't know what my plan is because unlike the rest of these cans, I don't give out my war plan. Why did you start murder? You know what? It doesn't matter because I'm going to kick Bill out of Africa this game.
Now that I look at it, Bill doesn't have a lot of territory left on the map. If they all get taken out, which it looks like they will, Bill is going to have to come out in the closet and actually participate in this.
Oh, shut up, dude. I'm not going to spread my truth around like a sick somebody. And it's very interesting.
It's not even my fault that my sister scared I got shitty hopes.
I'm convinced that you did it.
And for Joe looking dangerous with that 12 basically at your doorstep. Even if you get the bonus next turn, you still wouldn't have enough to match his food stamp.
I can be fine. I have 3 cards, and I don't think that you or Donald would have tested you.
Sorry, Bill, but I have to take you out of North America.
I kind of feel like I'm pretty safe out here, but it's fine. I'll stay with you.
Aaron Jones, spend this last game in the North. Also, you stuck yourself in a corner and being fortified in your other territory. You can't blame us.
Oh my gosh, I think I'm about to bust.
What the fuck did he just say?
Did Melania walk into the room or something? Of course, I get teamed over by these current officers just because I have a skill.
Bill, he gets him.
No, fuck you, Barry. Joe and Ben took out my only other field before this thing down the field. I played risk with Bill long enough to know that he wouldn't have done me any down the line. All you guys have done is pieces of shit. I'm giving on purpose now. Fuck it. That just made this elimination so much sweeter.
I feel like such an idiot. I didn't even realize I was leaving Donald to kill when I knocked Bill out of North America.
Well, now that it's my turn, I'm going to have to break down time and bonus.
Wait, what?
You heard the orange man. I'm not only taking your time and bonus, I'm taking your entirety of Australia. Oh my God.
Oh my God, George, you're doing a hobo to us.
This game is getting insane.
I think I'm actually going to bust.
What you doing, Bill?
Only two?
I can't believe this.
What was the point of this? It just made us close to the bunch of truth. Now, Barry is going to capitalize on this.
Damn right I am. This is a miracle I needed. No way was I going to win going for Europe. And just like that, I had captured Australia, and no one is introducing me things.
Yeah, because of George's stupid ass, dumb ass, totally inbred ass, Georgie Cooper sounding ass, brisket eating ass.
How was I supposed to know that we could get a card bonus and 3 cards?
That might be the stupidest question I've ever heard.
Well, now that it's my turn, I'm going to get rid of Donald's 5 in Africa and take the Congress bonus.
Yeah, got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'm used to being rigged against me by the Democrats. There's one more territory to conquer, and I will be the leader of all African nations.
Think you're going to be able to hold it?
Probably not, but I'm sorry, George, but as well as being the king of the African baddies, I also need to reclaim my rightful place as the king of the Latina baddies.
This game's up the bag and solving this. Wow, thanks for the business.
It's responsible for being one of the worst risk players in the history of risk. Now you're going to be beat in South America by Ben and Joe. Okay, can we switch the topic here? I'm seeing images in my head that I really don't want to see. Barry likes the images in his head.
No, I don't, because I'm not getting. Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
And now I have control over all of North America with no one in a position to break me.
Who just joined? What's up, guys? What are you all playing?
What's up, Bald Joe?
You'd be bald too if it wasn't for that hair transplant you had back in the 80s. Weeks ago.
But I'm still surprised that it's lasted for so long. We're currently in a game of risk, and I'm about to pop off.
Nice, just the 5 of you? Yeah, Bill was on 6, but he got eliminated for the race because of appetites. I haven't played fast for a while. Is it okay if I join up after your guys' game is finished? If everyone else is down, then yeah, you can go.
No, Donnie, don't do it. Next minute, I'm sorry, Doggy Boy, but I need your cards in order to win this game.
Joe's 5 can really get a number on your troops, Donnie.
Please, God, let me in.
There's actually a chance. No way.
You can't be fucking serious.
I can't look.
This game has to be rigged and racist. It is the only logical explanation on why I lost that. I go in with like 12 troops and Joe's stupid 5 takes out half of mine. And then I miss the troop beats attack on George's unprotected. This has to be the worst game I have ever played.
Donald, it's okay. It's just a game. It doesn't mean anything. I guess it means that you can't hold it forward. I'm sorry, Ben said that you were wrong to believe that nobody could break the North American continent.
Okay. Well, I thought that you were going to just stack up in Australia and attack us elsewhere. Damn it.
With all the breaking Ben's continent bonus, I wouldn't take the deal out of it. Nobody can act. I'm fortifying back to my Australia stuff.
Damn, you two are cooked. I'm sorry, George, but in order to have a chance in this game, I'm going to have to eliminate you and take your 4 cards.
That's fine. I've already accepted that I will not win this game. I'm going to grab another cinnamon roll. I'll be right back.
All right, good game. I'm going to have to agree with Donald here. This game has been rigged and is in fact racist.
Well, that sucks for you, but Big Ben has a hard bonus and is going to finish the job that Donald invited Dale to do.
I know you're 5'6" and you've been calling names about yourself there.
I'll have you know that my true size is important. And just like that George Bush has been eliminated from the game.
Well, it looks like the winner of this game is either going to be Barack or Ben. Me and Donald don't really have a chance here. I would be in a much better position if it wasn't for George being an idiot.
All right, guys, it's back. What does that mean? Donald and Bill both tried to eliminate George, but that unfortunate side door, which basically gave Ben the kill on silver flag. That sucks for Donald and Joe. What map are you guys playing on?
Just a classic one.
I actually have a question about maps real quick. Are we going to play on the world map again because Ball Joe wasn't here or something else?
I think we should go through all the maps that Donald and play the vote on the championship stuff.
South America has to be first. Also no Iraq. That would take too long.
First of all, my name is Byrak, and whatever you call me for second. Does anybody have any other suggestions for how we choose the next game's map?
The winner of the game should be the one who chooses the map. Pretty simple. I agree with that.
I'm sorry, Jim, but I'm going to have to take you out of this.
I think I'm saying you're not going to be able to take me out in 7-2. You're just feeding me the vision.
Oh shit, Joe, you're right. I'm sorry.
What the fuck were you thinking, dude?
I don't know, I said it was sorry.
It looks like Ben's going to win this game.
My guys, I'm back at my center floor. What did I miss?
Brock tried to kill you for sale, so now Ben's going to get South America and the information on you.
Yeah, I got this one in the back. Just another common football.
Shut your whole mouth.
And just like that, I have eliminated Joe Biden from the game.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to win this game with George's sassy daddy ass kicking from South America. And losing all those troops trying to take him out didn't help much either. I'm going to get on clock until the next game starts, so if the other two want to join, just tell me.
Sure, I'll be on.
Along with eliminating Joe from the game, I will be taking control of Australia.
I don't think so, Ben. My limit will protect me. Did this game make by the Israeli government or something? Why did Ben get me?
This game was promised to them 3,000 years ago.
You anti-Semitic shows are just mad that Big Ben is going to win this game.
Now that it's my turn, I'm going to take over South America and break Ben's North America continent off.
Fuck, I thought you were going to take back Australia with that card bonus. Damn.
Joe has no emotions to it. Also, I joined you guys' team to be back out there, please.
Yeah, give me a second. Also, are you guys hyped for the new Black Ops 7? A little bit. I thought Black Ops 6 was going to be a good game, and it wasn't. Hopefully, this is the situation like the last 2 Modern Warfares, where the first one was ass and the second one was good.
I'll be playing the game, but if I don't like it, I'm just going to play Battlefield 6.
Gary, Joe, and I are going to react to the multiplayer and zombies reveal. So expect that to be our next upload.
All right, I'm taking over South America and have some troops to defend it. I think I can still win this game.
Sorry, Oblivion, but you're not going to win this game. You were so focused on getting rid of my bonuses that you didn't even realize that Donald was sitting duck with 5 cards. Had you noticed this? You might have asked one.
I didn't even realize that Donald Jones jumped up and had an ass to still in this game. I thought he went to play with the rest of the club.
And now with Donald eliminated, it is just me and Obama.
What did you just call me?
I probably shouldn't have done that.
It's fine, man. I'm not going to hold this call hostage and drag this out. I'm going to take this loss like a man, learn from this experience, and come back with a vengeance the next time we play.
Congratulations, President Trusty Builders. You played this game very well and showed us that you don't need to get a continent immediately in order to win. As the winner of this game, you get to choose the next match.
Good game, everyone. I got my match chosen, but I don't feel like playing the risk right now, so I'm joining the other 2 copies. Donnie and Barry, you guys going to join?
Sure, why not?
Thanks for watching everything. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Oh my god, no! Yeah, all the Swedes were taken in the first round from my team, so that's good.
All right, gentlemen, you ready to play my secret map?
Ready? What do you think? The best transformation? Go back to whatever the how did you learn? Let's see. Roll yellow hair, green pants, and get with the fucking children. Work for me. Gotcha. Let's stay down. All right, let's start with the here we fucking go, Joe. Like the wind, oh, that's good stuff right there. Tournament is a perfectly body, but you can play full body, really fast. It's a solid team here. That's fair, very strong. But ultimately, the someone to come after them and do it. Seriously, guys, only me. The trading arc with Master Roshi is legendary, and it still isn't Goku his mentality. Anyway, we move on to the Red Ribbon Army saga. Also a very strong story, but it has a lot of slow parts, which brings the arc down as a whole. Yeah, but Goku soloing the Red Ribbon Army base is key. I'm going to agree with you on this thing. Put it behind the 2030. Next is the Chunin exams, right? Jesus, Joe. I finally agree with you on something. When you go and say that dumb shit, you know, next 22nd tournament, and the King Piccolo and Piccolo Jr. saga. Stay focused, Joe. But to your point, Donald, actually a very strong and compelling story. This time of shooting with your grandmother, and set the tone for what will become the King. You have some of the best players Saga is definitely S tier.
Please, you're saying Saga is mid as fuck.
Donald, if you weren't so busy sucking Toei Animation's dick every time they come up with a new cash grab nostalgia action super, you realize this Saga changed the game by revealing Goku's lineage and opening up the door to spacecraft.
I'm genuinely surprised you managed to conjugate a full sentence in that speech, Joe. Doesn't change the fact that the Cybermen suck balls, and everything before Goku shows up is his spirit back.
That's really fun. While it does have its weak points, the Saga is good and good. Not to mention the Kamehameha versus the Dalek gun battle is good. There's no top of those two.
Might as well rename 8 tiers of mid tier. And while we're at it, why the fuck is S tier not named Z tier? Everyone knows whenever you do Dragon Ball tier lists that you always change S tier to Z tier.
Holy fuck, Donald. If it would get you to shut the fuck up, I would change it to Z tier. Now, what do we think about the Namek Saga? Ooh, absolutely godly. Frieza's a great villain, stakes are high, and Goku vs. Frieza is awesome.
Were you even able to stay awake the whole 4 hours of that fight, Super Joe? But yes, the OG Super Saiyan transformation is sick. Let's not forget that Ultra Instinct is still the best form.
Take your Ultra Instinct back to the reservoir.
Joe, you just stick by the Frieza Saga because you like watching Elder Brothers touch little girls and bring out their
Well, if you shut the fuck up. The Frieza Saga is tier. End of discussion. I'd like to hear what you think about the Endless Saga, though. Me personally, I think it's the best saga in the whole franchise.
No, that would be the Tournament of Power, but yes, extremely strong saga. So many fun concepts like Trunks coming to the choice, the hyperbolic time change, the different Super Saiyan grades, and the smartest, most combat-wise version of Goku.
To be fair, it does have a lot of plot holes with all the timeline nonsense. That's true, but to be honest, if you're watching to the top, then just go and watch one piece. We're here for the memorable characters, planet-busting battles, and ship transformation. I say this saga is top of tier. I'm cool with that. Great, let's move on to the new saga then.
Fucking snooze fest, I'll tell you what. Might as well have tucked me in with Sleepy Joe for that one.
Are you serious? I hope you're not just saying that because of the high school portion.
That's exactly why I'm saying it. Goku left the earth in your hands, Gohan. Why the fuck do I care to see your bones if you could nail for 10 episodes? And why the great center of the gimmick? Be the Golden Warrior and call it a day.
Oh, come on. The high school arc brought back the fun, lighthearted side of OG Dragon Ball. The universe doesn't always have to be at stake for it to be good, Donald. Yes, I love the high school arc. I will admit, the Blue Saga started off a bit shaky. The Freekai is an absolute ass-fire of a character, and as good as Agent Vegeta versus Goku fight was, it's overshadowed by the fact that Goku could have done Super Saiyan 3 in time.
Spot on, Obama. I hate that little shit, Joe. Thanks, garbage waste of space character, and I hate seeing it.
Yes, but to the point that Goku's Roman shows up to the space get taken to a whole new level. You get Wuhan versus Vegeta. And Kid Buu versus Goku fight is the best in the whole damn franchise. Not to mention Goku's blue outfit in the epilogue is goated. Now it is sick. Especially taking into account we don't know how strong Goku is due to Super. Oh yeah, I love Super. He's my main and beautiful free.
Okay, so if I Kid Goku is top tier in that movie.
Donald, shut the fuck up, please. Kid Goku is broken as fuck. He has like the fastest jab in the game. His hitboxing is beautiful, and his range with the power pole is disgusting.
Sounds like a skill issue, just get good.
Regardless, the fight is conclusive off a great final place. And the scenery is the supreme time realm starts to stage. I put the Blue Saga at the bottom of the queue. Let's move on to Super.
Hell yeah, I'll make this easy for you guys. Just put the whole thing in GT.
Here we go again. You are riding Toei's dick. Like Goku doesn't pull zero brain cells.
You got there in the end, so might be time to take some meds. Battle of Gods introduced the idea of gods being perfect characters like Beerus and Twist. It changed the whole meta for Dragon Ball.
I agree, but I can't say that I want to watch it over something like the 21st Century. I'm putting it at the bottom of the
Bottom would be my ass, Obama. You really put it between the Red Ribbon and the Lost Saga?
Yes, especially the day they release it and stuff. I think that's a super different too. I don't know what bottom of the day is new.
God, let's move on. I don't even feel like calling Joe out of the shit anymore.
Resurrection Rep. Straight to FQ. Big FQ pack. Definitely to do on FQ. Giving up a little bit of dark. We'll take me to sleep for the third time. I really like Moinaka's nips. Yeah, seriously, the only good part of that whole arc was go through to this how Ken for his kid. And that lasted a whole 2 minutes. And he told us to do the fucking sister to start with. Let's see if we can keep black out. Controversial for sure, but personally, it's one of my favorites. Freaking godly, that's what. Get an even Goku and the Vito returns. This is awesome. What more can you ask? How about a decent one? In my opinion, the youngest kid on the whole story arc in the Android side. You take this super for what? It just gets erased in the fact that he doesn't get to Universe 7 almost gives him cancer. Very strong arc there. It's just unfortunate for no character, but I do see it. That means you're getting to the good shit. The tournament of power is on top of not just this list, but every fucking list. Better yet, give it its own fucking fear to build a wall in a pretty quality day. It's just that damn good. Comic Super escaped for iPad kids who love pretty colors and light. It's real feeling on it. It's better than the president. Gentlemen, I'm just grateful for getting those Dragon Ball content. I'm of the opinion that the same way people argue that OG Dragon Ball has a better story, while DVD has the leadership, we can argue the same thing about Super. Overall, the studio was lit up into the game and started doing something after that. It was cheap. So slap it at the top and beat it. Get the hell out. No Android saga can stay at the top and beat. While the Tournament of Power had better moments, the Android saga has the better overall story. Some backstory is infinitely better than here and retelling it.
Isn't it nice when things are as good as gold? You know, when your fave spot is always nice than your usual. Perfect. Your dating matches always match there. Oh, hello. And all your friends ride right on. As for your investments, imagine if everything was as good as gold.
It starts off slow. The worst thing is before the other part. And then the second part. Here they have so help to it. Okay. I think it's usually the best of the guys that I've had. This fight is definitively a put it in 8 year or fucking riot. The cricket Trump is good at best. Next up is Moonlight Butterfly. I'm just going to go ahead and put this crap in that one of the wall. Thank God you have a good opinion. This is garbage. Great ass speech. Good attention. Good fight. And this fight is so good. This is not what they do the worst place to get into the game. It's the tiniest fucking room. And the camera is so half the time you're shooting into the wall on fucking screen. Yeah, this fight is terrible, but it's better. This fight is just garbage. It's the Moonlight Butterfly. Sorry, George, I'm talking about the I All right, guys, next up is this fight is straight heat from the start. And the second phase is pure skill. This is easily one of the best fights in the entire series, but probably the best fight in the first game.
There's probably no one in the entire world that dislikes the complete fucking slacker of the fight. The way we're seeing is constantly applying pressure while slow has a much slower rhythm to its attack, makes this fight feel like a dance. Beauty, perfection, art, that's pure Barack. Now wait a second, ain't no fucking way you got something to bitch about this fight in gas, bro. Go back to Donnie turned that shit down. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so this fight is anyway. Sometimes it's real bullshit how Weinstein slides past the pillars even when they're in between the two. And it's kind of lame. You can only hit the real ring if you kill them in the right foot of that ring.
Don't care, it didn't matter. But you're a racer abuser. I'm putting these things on their throne at the top of the best tier that they've been in. Now, time for the post wars up this shit. I'm going to be honest. Most of these fights are ass. Let's do Sif next. He's one of the better fights.
Sif is a goddamn amazing fight. All her attacks have very visible lineups. The music is one of the best in the whole game. The secret cutscene you get when you first is most of the
Agreed, Joe. This fight has a really unique atmosphere and really sets itself apart from most of the post-man or Rondo dog shit.
I must say, it's a fucking crazy kill. I fear for this fight, no way, no how. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Sif has the fucking attack, so you literally don't even need to roll. Just walk forward to the left and the left over. This shit is so easy on God. More like Great Grey Wolf shit through the fucking toilet before we turn. Not every fight has to be some intense mechanical stuff that it takes hours. You totally like this fight because probably the only game is just the wrestling like 20 tries to beat this bit. It's straight popular.
Okay, next up is 4 games.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? These shit attacks are so satisfying.
First of all, the attacks are the late as hell. And the lack of depth perception makes God impossible to drive his shit. Secondly, the idea of DPS training for ancestors and understanding your life. Playing your own way is capital challenge. Also, more than 4 kings can spawn and distribute a shit for a fight called the 4 kings. The numbers don't mean anything to them, and I mean it. The real rule is wrong.
For real, Joe, let's put this in 8 here. This fight is great. The only reason Barack has a problem with it is because he's still shit at the game. He has some clean shit. Magic does like negative cancer.
That's not good luck. Guys, I don't know if you go through it. I just think we would do it. whatever next up is going to do, this shit deserves that. It's fine, but I think it deserves peace. Literally, no one ever has died. Now, put it back and actually balance it. You go down to the catacomb earlier and it's impossible to kill. Because it's strong and strong and get into it one shot. You're going to go right out of the game and straight up kill it in 3 seconds. So yeah, on the topic of being boss, let's keep this discharge. Killing him the secret way is easy as shit. That looks so fucking stupid. Like die when he falls to the bottom. Did I miss the memo? Could you suck that shit up or what? More like fucking discharge this fight in the ass. I want my blood to be discharged from my life and force everything. This is Joe, you got anything to say about this fight? Anyway, never mind. Next up is Vito. I'm not going to lie. You're fighting a guy you're a fucking guy. You have one of the rarest attacks in the game. If my ass so fucking off, the game itself, the sheer size of it makes the fighter. Bro, just take this L, shut up, Rock. Hurry up and put it in the before the 2-0 back and keep going. I literally did not have the mental fortitude to argue with the people on the list. No cap, next up is Steve. I don't know about you guys, but when I watch the opening cutscene, I was hyped as fuck to fight this guy, but it came from no mechanic, and you're next to take this one down, probably like, let's figure out. Our job is fight it started. Get the little like great sword and four faces and it's get it while we were stuck with then you might as well start signing your sorry ass out. We also have the longest run back. You're straight up to lose one guy. Steve is still in town, every person is we're still writing there are literally like things that are like it's illegal in some cases. Also, it's being something like me. Joe, we stopped last time because your sorry ass kept defending the shittiest bosses in the game. You are literally the only person that likes any of these fights. I would rather get another prostate exam than to fight this guy again. Fuck you guys. Joe told me not to talk to anyone. I have better shit to do. Thank God he's gone. Now we can run something for Overwatch or something without him bagging the fuck out of it. For real, though. Hey, Ivarock here. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want us to go. Most of the fights we have left are goated AF, bro. Banger after banger. The demons aren't. To be honest with you, I have just about no fucking clue why Miyazaki added these fights, and they're like literally identical to each other, dude. I think it's safe to slide both of these wannabe Wish knockoffs into D.
Well, what's the matter, bro? Little baby put a Silent Demon in B tier, but put 2 objectively better fights in D? Did you pop too many Xannies before the call, or what?
Barack's right, you fucking Poindexter. It's intellectually dishonest to hold these fights to the same standard as the first enemy you fight in the game.
Oh, sorry, what's that? All I can hear is some fucking baby man crying. What's the matter? Your daughter doesn't let you sniff her hair anymore.
Yeah, Trump is having his daily breakdown. He's trying to continue their on. Go ahead and lock them away in B tier.
Finally, what a waste of fucking time. I swear to God, everyone in this call just talks to each other to make up shitty arguments to be debatable. Trump, when you were screen sharing your first playthrough, you literally said they're less useful than Cushman. Let's do Centipede Demon next.
Oh boy. Now this is a good ass fight. These games are truly at their peak when all you can see is a bunch of fucking garbage because the shitty ass camera coded in a 20-year-old engine clips inside the boss. Nothing gets me bricked up like fighting an enemy with long sweep attacks that spits lava while being able to see about jack and shit combined.
All right, we get it, Donnie. You're the presidential equivalent of Eric Cartman enough with the fucking sarcasm. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree. This boss is one of the fights where you have to hit him too much. Sometimes the lava does the one thing, too. Actually, that reminds me one time.
Yeah, we fucking get it, Joe. This fight is bad. Also, who the hell okayed the lava? It's like 5 times brighter than anything else in this dark-ass game. It makes a god-awful noise. It's like the developers thought the shitty camera wasn't enough and really wanted to make sure you have the full health television.
Just put this shit in D tier. We all know it's ass. Hurry up.
Okay, I get it. Next up in the line of straight bangers, we got Bed of Chaos. Even calling this a fight feels offensive. Its arms are straight up hitbox door and shove you into the little glory holes constantly. The only good thing about this shit is thinking about having to do it again reminds me of the things that
For real, Rock, this fight makes Dragon God and Yorm look like they belong in the fucking movie. BOC, on top of being complete, unadulterated dog shit, also has one of the longest run-backs in the game and probably the series. BOC is cheeks and doesn't need any more justification to put it in F tier. No one likes this shit.
Hey, wait now, to be honest. Wait, what happened?
I think Trump sensed the bullshit that was seconds away from coming out of your mouth and left.
All I was going to say was I think this fight gets a lot of unwarranted hate.
Sorry, Rose, I had a brain aneurysm and fucking died after hearing Uncle Bill start defending this gimmick fest.
Hey, fuck you too, Jack. I listened to your opinion and you were shit for
Cope and see, bitch.
Anyway, the point is I kind of like BBC.
Bro,
I said I kind of like DLC. It's not amazing or anything, but I can appreciate the developers' attention and making it sort of flop, but not everything.
yeah, it took me like 40 years to become president. I've been telling myself that everything to do with
For real, that's some fucking hope, Joe. This shit is going to have to be tried. Thank God all the bosses left with gas. Israel being released during my presidency was my greatest regret.
Hey, can we just do the next item for really
I just know I'm going to regret asking this show. Why do you want to do Gwendolyn next so fucking bad?
I've been waiting like 20 minutes to talk about it. It's just so
Joe?
It reminds me of Jill when we first met.
Oh my God.
The fight is also really cool. I know it's simple, but it's kind of like an obstacle course. Pretty fun. Pretty convincing A tier if I do say so myself.
Joe. 2 things. First of all, the fight is mid. What are you talking about? Gwendolyn literally has 3 attacks. The crossbow 1, the magic ball, and the magic spur. You also fight them the same exact way no matter what build you have, which is a hallmark of a terrible fight. C tier at best. Second, Gwendolyn is a man Joe.
You are so fucking bad.
Joe, you spent half your playthrough reading the wiki, and you're trying to convince me you didn't know Gwendolyn was a man. Why are you even simping over him, bro?
All right, let's get it straight. Rock Gwendolyn is a dog shit fight. But there's nothing wrong with being into a little femboy snake hussy, you fucking bigot.
Wendy is so much better than I thought. Holy shit, guys, can I change my vote to S tier?
Wait, I'm lost. What the fuck is the snake hussy?
Snake pussy bro, it was like word of the year. You should know what that means. You're married to Michelle.
Fuck you, too. Joe was right last time. You guys are some haters. On the subject of Coomer Bait, we got crossbreed Priscilla. I love that the fight features 2 unique mechanics in being able to skip her entirely, and her invisibility.
She's S tier. I like her.
Hell opinion on God. Wow, what a cool mechanic not being able to see the boss. So exciting, so enjoyable, amazing. Her like one sweeping attack that you can easily dodge on accident half the time is peak from software, bro. And then there's her weapon. Have either of you bozos ever actually tried cutting that shit off? I swear it's impossible. C at best.
Skip is
Barack, you only like her because you see yourself in her.
the fuck with
When
that.
she summons the stones of management, every time you saw a series time.
Fuck you, bro. You're literally like the only president to lose as incumbent in 30 years.
Yeah, because Florida Bob over here stole
So hot.
Excuse me? Whatever, bro, we'll split the middle and put her in deep. Time for the DLC.
Let's go in order and start with Sanctuary Garden.
This is a fight. It has a really unique moveset compared to most of the enemies in DS1. It looks so unlike anything else in the game. It serves as a great beginning to the DLC. Making sure you understand that you're not in the same order.
I think Joe finally took his meds. He's starting to spit again. Sanctuary Guardian compared to the rest of the DLC fights is kind of mid, but compared to the standards of the base game is so a tier is not even fun.
You guys must be some fucking black belts and captains. When you look up mid in the dictionary, there's a picture of this thing. His hitboxes are so bad it makes DS2 look polished. Also, I've seen like 30 of Body's videos, and I don't think this thing has any more at all. I'm pretty sure Eminem in 2023 is more relevant than the Dozo. See as that.
Barack, you keep spitting that dumb shit, I'm going to regret being your DP. The hitboxes aren't even a problem. This fight is easy as hell.
Seriously, Joe, this is the same guy's tricky balls. We're putting this guy into a...
Fuck you guys. Next up is Artorias, and I think I speak for all of us when I say he's goated. Easily one of the best fights in the game in this series at large.
The atmosphere of this fight is second to none.
Oh, here we fucking go again. Not this shit.
Areola is this mythical.
What the fuck is Areola?
You're reading about the entire game. And you finally get to know him. Even in his weakest, he's still a very difficult fight by the year's standards.
Keep spitting, Joe.
That's clear.
No doubt, Joe, this fight is goated and is the standard of quality and polish that all the other fights in the game should be
I
compared
must
to.
have walked into the fucking kindergarten classroom on accident. The only reason you two think this fight is challenging is because you unbound your dodge button, rolled over into its left 3 times in a row, and fucking auto. There's about as much mechanical skill expression as winning around the super auto test.
All those times you told us to let you cook, what the fuck were you cooking some meth? You're high as hell, everyone loves this fight, you are insane.
The only thing I'm high on is life, knowing my opinions are so much better than you shitheads. I can't believe I'm friends with Artorias Sheeple.
You're off your fucking rocket, Jack. This fight is the definition of S tier. Sure, it's not so hard anymore, but at the time it was a clear step up from anything in the game before. This shit is yesterday.
Keep the facts rolling, Joe. Next up, we got Mans. Personally think this guy is overrated as hell.
The answer is cool as fuck. Even though it's your fighting dude, he's literally the father of the abyss. All the bad shit in these games pretty much spawns from the abyss. And this is it, personified. And you beat his ass. And you're telling me that's overrated? Get real, bro.
More like Moedas, this guy rigs his shit. He has the moveset and aggression of a DS3 boss limited by the molasses. That is this game's movement. I'm pretty sure even Bruno got to move more often against King Crimson than you do against this guy.
You get it, bro. Watch Joker. Normally I'm an atmosphere guy, but this side is a great guy. No fight in the game. That's precise role and ultimately ways of punishing it. If Barnabas is the peak of DS1 bosses in general, Mason,
Are you okay, Joe? No one actually likes Manus, they just pretend to like him while trying to convince everyone else in the room that they do. It's the DS1 equivalent of when you get put into a group of like 5 people in college to discuss a reading, when none of you read it, but none of you want to look like an idiot since you think everyone else actually did read it. I can tolerate putting in the fee, but not higher. To finish off the DLC bosses, we got Dragon Calamity.
This fight is gas to the brim. I don't know how else to put it. It's the first real dragon fight in the series, and is easily the best until we hear like 5 years later. The drums in the theme drop harder than Barack's drums.
We get it, bro.
And the whole aesthetic of Hawkeye Gal, now scoping this kid out of the sky, is probably the coolest cutscene in the whole series. This fight is both S tier for its quality and S tier for how important it was for so many of the fights in the series going forward.
Trump, I've got to admit, you've been speaking only heat lately. I guess even the blind squirrel finds a few notes every once in a while.
That was unnecessary.
I fucking hate this fight. This shit is too hard. I know the last guy. Fuck what was his name, whatever. Manchester was pretty hard too, but at least he was fair. Calamari is tortured, bro. There's no two bones about it. Dragon Calamari, more like dragging a cheese grater over my balls. Took this broken shitter in me too.
Joe, you know damn well you'd be too pussy to talk this shit about Calamite in person.
Oh yeah, bro.
yeah, bro, run up, you know where to find me. Kids, please, if you don't behave, Melania and Jill aren't giving you the dino nuggies. Last on the list is the OG himself, Big Dog Gwyn, Lord of Cinders. Frankly, this fight speaks for itself. When that Flynn Plon hit, I don't know what to do with myself. The run up to him and the kill him is so emotional, and it's such a great send-off for such an epic adventure. The fight mechanically isn't the strongest, but the atmosphere is unparalleled to this day.
No cap protected their own. There are bosses that are better mechanically, or more reflective of the game as a whole. But no fight in this game approaches art nearly as close as can be.
Being quick, this fight and the run-up to it is total bullshit. It took me like 7 hours to kill this guy on my first playthrough, and I think 6.5 of them were spent in the kill. He has more soldiers than like half of Europe combined, waiting outside his fog door.
You are so lost, bro.
Oh God, no, this dude is lost. This fight is like purposefully easy, and you're bitching about it being too hard. This fight is not easy. That's alternative. This fight is easy as fuck, bro. What's wrong with you?
I was watching this fight and Cobb said he never learned to parry and he kept getting his ass beat.
If I need to learn to parry for a 2-minute fight in a 40-hour game, then it's a trash fight. Or to Cinder's ass. My dead grandmother's ashes, God bless her soul, could learn to parry Gwen in like 5 minutes, bro. Joe and I are putting this fight in S tier. Whatever thank fucking God we're done, I don't have to listen to apologetic rants and bullshit anymore.
For real, I'm starting to get tired of all the arguing and hearing. So,
your dementia's wearing on your fucking soul, bro. So anyway, this time next week for Bloodborne. Oh, yeah, AI The Rock here. Make sure to like and subscribe. All right, fellas.
Okay, 2 videos ago, we made a video talking about the Detroit Red Wings, and I shared my thoughts as to how the Wings shouldn't be in a position to give up significant assets for pieces that might be on their way out soon. And I use that argument to talk about Calgary Flames D-man Rasmus Anderson. But now, we are flipping the script on its head because today what I wanted to do was talk about New York Rangers superstar forward Artemi Panarin. Because not only is Artemi Panarin's name heating up as a potential NHL trade option, but there was an article that was written about that includes the Red Wings on a list of potential destinations, along with a few other teams. So, without further ado, let's go out there and talk about Breadman. Artemi Panarin is 34 years old, 5'11", 176, a right-handed left winger, making $11.6 million a year till the end of this season. He has been one of the most expensive wingers in the National Hockey League the past few years. I think with all the Marner stuff that went on over the past few seasons, there was a period where Panarin was the highest paid winger in hockey. Something like that. The contract that he is on started out back in 2019-20. So it's been a while for Panarin to be on this deal. And we all understand the story here. We all remember when Panarin made his debut in the National Hockey League, which was literally 10 seasons ago. It was 2015-16. He came over as a 24-year-old from Russia, and he was a point-per-game guy playing with Patrick Kane in the Chicago Blackhawks. And even though Connor McDavid had a higher point-per-game metric than Panarin did, the fact that Panarin played the full season and McDavid was hurt halfway through gave Panarin the Calder over McDavid. It was a real big deal back then, and I am still very fond of those times. But it's been a decade since Artemi Panarin first suited up in the National Hockey League, and he is still as good as he has ever been. Yes, he got off to a rough start at the beginning of the season, but now he's got 44 points in 42 games. He is on pace for yet another point-per-game campaign. He has been a point per game ever since 2018, essentially. Panarin has been one of the best players in the league, and when you look at his splits, I mean, look at this ungodly level of production from the recent sample of games. 3 points against Florida at the Winter Classic, 2 points against Washington, 2 points against Washington, 2 points against Philadelphia, and then every other point goes out there and follows suit. There was a pointless stretch at the end of October, start of November, but he has fully bounced back from that, and he's gotten 12 points in his last 10. So Artemi Panarin is still very good, but recent reports suggest that he may not actually want to take a discount to stay with the New York Rangers. In fact, he might not be willing to take any sort of a smaller contract or debatably a lesser termed contract than one would normally assume a 34-year-old ends up signing. Normally for guys in this age range, you would assume, okay, maybe he signs a short-term bridge deal, maybe he gets a 3-4 year deal. That's a lot less than the dollar amount because you can't really project if these guys are going to stay as good as they age, but based off of everything we have heard about Artemi Panarin, seems like the guy believes in himself, and his number on the dollars is going to represent that. So, which is why, when you take a look at the New York Rangers and the position they're at, folks are debating whether or not the timeline for this team to be competitive is already over, whether or not that window is closed. They already made a trade for JT Miller. Is that looking out too great? I get that he's an Olympian, but still. Now we are entering the territory of our Artemi Panarin trade discussion, and this was written about by one Jeremy Tingley on NHLTradeRumors.me. Now, I get it. You can say, all right, well, the source isn't really going out there and citing anybody official. That's fair. Very fair. But I like this piece because it goes out there and gives us some ideas. Take a look at the 3 trade destinations that Tingley goes out there and writes about. The Rangers enter 2026 3 points out of the second wild card. However, they have several teams to leapfrog. And the Buffalo Sabres, who are red hot and occupy the last playoff spot, have 3 games in hand. There is going to be some major decisions to make on Broadway, and one of them is the trade of star forward Artemi Panarin. Panarin is the biggest name on the rental list, as he is on the trade market as a pending UFA. The Rangers have not held any contract extension talks with him, and a trade is expected before the Olympic break. He has 41 points in 41 games, and is set to earn over $11 million, and holds a no-move clause. So he has all to say in the matter. Here are 3 teams Panarin could be open to joining for their playoff push to the Stanley Cup. And number 1 is a team that I know Russian folks generally like to go to because of their storied history. It is none other than the Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings are surprising everybody this season and enter 2026 in first place in the Atlantic. Detroit has cap space, they have the trade assets, and they have one of Panarin's best friends in Patrick Kane. Detroit is a heavy favorite. And don't forget Captain Dylan Larkin called out management last year for not taking a run at a big name ahead of the deadline. Okay, so conversations about Rasmus Anderson, yeah, I get it. You don't want to trade away future assets for a guy that you're not guaranteed to bring back. But there's a part of me that feels like if Artemi Panarin was a Red Wing, he would. Okay, I'm not going to put words in anybody's mouths, but I feel like there would be a chance that he decides to stay, especially if Patty Kane is there. Just take all the offensively productive Blackhawks from the 10 years ago era, just bring them on to Detroit in 2026, why don't you? You'll bring it Kane and Panarin on a power play? Oh, boy, that's disgusting. Absolute nutty territory. And obviously, Panarin, being one of the most productive NHL wingers the past few years, would provide a crazy level of offensive productivity. I do question that, because Panarin is traditionally left-wing. He is a right-handed guy. There are already 2 other right-handed forwards on the Red Wings forward core that play significant wing positions, David Brennan and Lucas Raymond. Now, I get it, on 5-on-5 play, it's not going to be that big of a deal because Panarin could play left and Raymond could play right, and then DeBrincat and Kane could be on the second line. But then again, I wonder, if you try to get some power play movement going, do you only have one left-handed player in Dylan Larkin if you go that route? Actually, no. You'd have to move one of those Chicago guys off the second unit, right? You'd have to go Larkin, Raymond. You're not going to move those two from the top power play. Then you put out Panarin, then you have Kane, and then you get Tina. So one of the Brinket's already on the secondary anyway. It's tough. But Detroit is one of 3 teams that are written about in this article. Let's get over there and talk about the Anaheim Ducks. They're a surprise in the West, and they have an aggressive GM in Pat Verbeek who wants to give this team a chance to make some noise in the playoffs. The Ducks and Rangers have made multiple trades together recently, so don't be surprised to see one more this season involving Panarin. Now, that would be crazy too. The Ducks have cooled off a little bit since their super hot start at the beginning of the year. Leo Carlson also getting hurt puts a dampen on their success. But if you think about Trouba, Kreider, the success that those guys have had in Anaheim thus far, having another one of these guys, come on down, Artemi Panarin. You can join Strome, you can join Trouba and Kreider, bring them back over and get everybody reunited one more time. Man, it's like that Detroit and Chicago connection, is it not? But of course, if there were some sort of a big trade to bring Panarin over to California, it would just up the ante in this very competitive Pacific Division. I say competitive as if they're all good. No, they're all kind of like mid. But with Marner going over to Vegas and Edmonton still having some pretty poor results, and you have Panarin in the mix potentially with Anaheim, it would totally change things up. And then finally, there's a conversation at the bottom here. The Hurricanes have been searching for another top 6 forward all season, and Gio Tolsky won't be shy about making another bold move ahead of this year's trade deadline. The Rangers and the Hurricanes have completed a big trade last year, and another one could be feasible. The Canes have checked in on Quinn Hughes, Elias Pettersson, Steven Stamkos, and Shirley Panarin. Keep an eye on them, as they are big fish hunting once again this season. And then linked at the bottom is a clip from last month, The Sheet with Jeff Merrick, wherein Molly Walker, Merrick, and Brent Pasicki talk about the idea of an Artemi Panarin trade. This is obviously an interesting idea, and I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comments. How would you feel about a Panarin move if you are a fan of the Hurricanes, the Ducks, or the Red Wings? Carolina getting Rantanen and then Panarin back-to-back years would be quite something. Is it enough to finally push them over the hump and get Rod the Bod's team into a Stanley Cup final for the first time in forever? Who knows? Is Artemi Panarin the guy to get that done? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this special Snowy 9, and bye.
How's the night? Hey, Dawn. They stopped asking gang affiliations. Now I got this drilling crew that's half Buzz, half Chris, who decided to have a gunfight with fucking man camp last night. Okay, where it's drawn, ain't Easter yet. It'll be 95 to kind of sets Easter now, okay? God damn it, Dale. How many times will I tell you to pour the beans in a fucking bowl? You burn up a microwave a week, put your fucking cans in there. Taste incredible. No, they don't. They taste exactly the fucking same. They're different. But I guess cowboy culture's out the fucking window. You see a cowboy that's running your point about it.
When's your hitch time?
Today.
Thank God.
Mm.
Leave the courthouse by 11.
Yeah.
Not 11:30, 11.
Yes, sir. Helen. What? What? How far? Just send me a pen. I'm on the way. All right.
Only on the way where?
You're going to have to propose me tomorrow.
It has to be today, Tom. These sons of bitches are so far up my ass they stare in the back of my trousers.
Well, it's going to have to be tomorrow. Because I think I found our plane. You guys lost the plane? How the fuck you lose the plane? Thought your hitch was over. Someone called in a light strike and hold the thing. Right as I was fucking leaving town. Burned it up? Yeah, burned it up. I'll tell you one thing. You want to turn up ski down, just don't go through the crack on it. I ain't Dale. You think you might want to try having coffee or something? If I've never coffee, my heart's going to explode. What do you need to fill dirt around here? National side, top soil family driveway. Hey, also. You want to get that again? Can you stand up? You want heart pill or something? It's children. Looks like. Lost. Thank you guys for very much. Yeah, I still don't do it. You want me to help you out? Honey, this is Nate. He's an oil and gas. My name is Dave. This is what they call a petroleum engineer. He's the one upstairs right now with a ruptured cornea, what doctors call a myocardial infarction. Regular folks call that a heart attack, which is what you gave it when you poked his fucking eye. So I tell you what, just to prevent further confusion, what do you say we don't lock the bathroom doors when we're in? Downstairs, you can't come up to the basement. Lady, just lock the fucking door, will you? Don't have to worry about it. Let it go.
Mm-hmm.